city of Gary has a 311 app? You can report any non-emergency request right from your smartphone. Need help dealing with unfair landlords? Use the app.
Girl, I just don't understand. I'm paying rent, and my landlord isn't fixing any of the issues in this apartment. What should I do?
You know you can report it on the Gary 311 app. Do you have it?
What's that?
Let me show you. Just go to your app store.
Or maybe you need to request the birth certificate.
Kim, I can't find my birth certificate.
Oh, it probably just got misplaced during the move. Actually, we can request a new one through the Gary 311 app.
Okay. New technology. I'm in.
Let me show you.
And guess what? You can even report illegal dumping.
Look at him! Just dumping his garbage on private property.
Well, caught him in 4K. You know we can report him on the Gary 311 app and to GPD's Taste and Tip?
That's good.
Never feel frustrated again about an issue. Use the Gary 311 app to report all your non-emergency needs. It's a free application that allows users to report community issues, pinpoint the location with GPS, attach photos, and more. All right from your smartphone. Download the Gary 311 app today. Available on iOS and Android. Did you know the city of Gary has a 311 app? You can report any non-emergency request right from your smartphone. Need help dealing with unfair landlords? Use the app.
Girl, I just don't understand. I'm paying rent, and my landlord isn't fixing any of the issues in this apartment. What should I do?
You know you can report it on the Gary 311 app. Do you have it?
What's that?
Let me show you. Just go to your app store.
Or maybe you need to request the birth certificate.
Kim, I can't find my birth certificate.
Oh, it probably just got misplaced during the move. Actually, we can request a new one through the Gary 311 app.
Okay. New technology. I'm in.
Let me show you.
And guess what? You can even report illegal dumping.
Look at him! Just dumping his garbage on private property.
Well, call them in 4K. You know we can report them on the Gary 311 app and to GPD's Taste Tip.
That's good.
Never feel frustrated again about an issue. Use the Gary 311 app to report all your non-emergency needs. It's a free application that allows users to report community issues, pinpoint the location with GPS, attach photos, and more, all right from your smartphone. Download the Gary 311 app today, available on iOS and Android. Did you know the City of Gary has a 311 app? You can report any non-emergency request right from your smartphone. Need help dealing with unfair landlords? Use the app.
Girl, I just don't understand. I'm paying rent, and my landlord isn't fixing any of the issues in this apartment. What should I do?
You know you can report it on the Gary 311 app. Do you have it?
What's that?
Let me show you. Just go to your app store.
Or maybe you need to request the birth certificate.
Kim, I can't find my birth certificate.
Oh, it probably just got misplaced during the move. Actually, we can request a new one through the Gary 311 app.
Okay. New technology. I'm in.
Let me show you.
And guess what? You can even report illegal dumping.
Look at him. Just dumping his garbage on private property.
Well, call them in 4K. You know we can report them on the Gary 311 app and to GPD's Taste Tip.
That's good.
Never feel frustrated again about an issue. Use the Gary 311 app to report all your non-emergency needs. It's a free application that allows users to report community issues, pinpoint the location with GPS, attach photos, and more, all right.
Good morning. We will call this meeting to order for the Board of Public Works and Safety for January 22nd, 2025 at 10:10 a.m. Let us all please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. If we can please do a roll call vote to establish quorum.
Member Green. Member Allen.
Present.
Secretary Morgan. Present. Vice President Dumas.
Present.
President Suggs. Mr. Vice President, the roll call is 3 present and 2 absent.
With 3 present and 2 absent, we have quorum to establish the business, the Board of Works and Public Safety for January 22nd, 2025.
Mr. Vice President,
Yes.
if I may, I'd like to make a motion to amend the agenda to add bid opening for the Public Works Department for security services.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Moved and properly second to add, amend the agenda to add the said item for bid opening. Do we have any additional discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor for the amended agenda say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Ayes have it.
Thank you.
Anything else? Any other amendments? No? Okay. Moving on, we will do approval. Can I have a motion for approval of the minutes for January 15th, 2025?
I move that we approve the minutes for January 15, 2025.
Second.
It's been moved and properly second, the approval of the meeting minutes for January 15th, 2025. Any additional discussion? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any nays? Ayes have it. Approval of the minutes for 2025. I'll read the claims in the absence of Controller Green. The first claim that we have is for board listings for January 22nd, 2025, approval of the pension paid on January 22nd of 2025. Total pension deductions is $5,350. Can I have a motion to approve the pensions paid?
So moved.
Second.
Moved and properly second. Any additional discussions? Roll call vote.
Vice President Dumas.
Yes.
Member Allen.
Yes.
Secretary Morgan.
Yes.
Mr. President, the vote is 3 yes, 0 no's.
With 3 yes and 0 no, the pensions paid claims have been approved. The next one is for ratification of claims for January 22nd, 2025. Total claims paid was $108,845.46. At this time, I'll entertain a motion for ratification of claims paid.
So moved.
Second.
Moved and properly second. Any additional discussion? Seeing none, roll call vote.
Member Allen.
Yes.
Secretary Morgan.
Yes.
Vice President Dumas.
Yes.
Mr. President, the vote is 3 yes, 0 no's.
With 3 yes and 0 no, the ratification of claims paid for January 22nd, 2025 has been approved. And the final one is for board listing for January 22nd, approval of claims to be paid on January 24th, 2025. From the general fund is $54,321.60. From special revenue is $1,290,767.87. And from other is from $42,558.88. Total claims to be paid is $1,387,648.35. I'll entertain a motion to approve claims to be paid on January 24th, 2025.
So moved.
Second.
It's been moved and properly second. Any additional discussion? Seeing none, roll call vote, please.
Member Allen.
Yes.
Secretary Morgan.
Yes.
Vice President Dumas.
Yes.
Mr. President, Mr. Vice President, the vote is 3 yes, 0 no's.
With 3 yes and 0 no, all claims to be paid on January 24th, 2025 have been approved. That concludes all of our claims. The next item we have is correspondence from the Planning Commission. That is... I'm gonna set the email. I forgot to turn out the email. All right, the following from the Planning Commission, the Planning Commission has one additional position. By city ordinance, the Planning Commission shall have one appointment from the Board of Public Works. Board of Public Works has selected or is recommending Captain Sherman Wilson by way of the Gary Fire Department. Captain Sherman Wilson is with the Fire Department's Prevention Bureau and is a Gary resident, and will serve by way proxy of the Board of Public Works and Safety on the City of Gary's Planning Commission. At this time, I would entertain a motion to approve Captain Sherman Wilson.
So moved. Second.
Moved and properly second. Any additional discussion? Seeing none, roll call vote.
Member Allen?
Yes.
Secretary Morgan?
Yes.
Vice President Dumas?
Yes.
Mr. Vice President, the vote is 3 yes, 0 no's.
With a vote of 3 yes and 0 no, the selection of Captain Sherman Wilson by way of the Gary Fire Department to serve on the Planning Commission on behalf of the Board of Public Works and Safety has been approved. Our next correspondence we have is from the Gary Police Department. The first correspondence is the retirement notice. The retirement notice of Sergeant Kevin Price, the Gary Police Department and Police Chief Derek Cannon respectfully submits the retirement of Sergeant Kevin Price, CIN 1260. Sergeant Price began his employment as a police officer for the City of Gary on December 2nd, 1992, totaling 32 years of service. He retired from his position effective January 15th, 2025. At this time, I would entertain a motion to approve the retirement of Sergeant Kevin Price.
So moved.
Prince. I keep saying Price. Kevin. Wait. Prince. Yes, Prince. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Thank you.
I move that we accept his retirement notice for Sergeant Kevin Prince.
Second.
Moved and properly second. Any additional discussion?
Just to thank him for his 32 years of faithful service. That's commendable.
Awesome. If no other additional discussions, roll call vote.
Member Allen?
Yes.
Secretary Morgan?
Yes.
Vice President Dumas?
Yes.
Mr. Vice President, the vote is 3 yes, 0 no's.
With a vote of 3 yes and 0 no's, the retirement notice and acceptance of the retirement for Kevin Prince is approved. The next correspondence we have is a resignation notice from Patrolman Amari Patrick. Respectfully submitted the resignation notice of Officer Amari Patrick. He started his employment with the City of Gary Police Department on December 7th, 2022, totaling 2 years of service. He resigned from his position effective January 17th, 2025. All respective documentation has been provided. At this time, I'll entertain a motion to accept the resignation of Patrolman Omari Patrick.
So moved.
Second.
Moving property second. Any additional discussion? Seeing none, roll call vote.
Member Allen?
Yes.
Secretary Morgan?
Yes.
Vice President Dumas?
Yes.
Mr. Vice President, the vote is 3 yes, 0 no's.
With a vote of 3 yes and 0 no's, the resignation of Officer Amari Patrick has been accepted. The next correspondence we have by way of the Gary Police Department is an MOU between the City of Gary and Silver Stray Social. At this time, I will pause and allow for Commander Gray or any other representatives from Silver Stray to come right here to this podium and just talk about the MOU if you don't mind. Right here. Wait.
Oh,
no, right
it's on. Okay.
here. Yep.
Right here?
Yep,
Yeah,
right
just
there.
make sure the green light is on. There's a button right there.
There.
Okay. I'm Kelly. I'm the founder of Silver Stray. And we're a local Northwest Indiana nonprofit, and we're providing free access to care, veterinary care to Gary residents. In 22 months, we've provided services to over 5,000 individuals, which has impacted over 15,000 individuals, which is made up of men, women, and children. We're in 30 homes a week providing services. And another layer of the program is I wanted to make sure that we formed relationships with all sorts of other organizations in Northwest Indiana that are underutilized, that are right in our backyard, that maybe families don't know about, that can provide services like or assistance, like for literacy, homelessness, therapy, rent, utilities. And we formed all those relationships so that when we're meeting all families and people, that we can provide them with those plugins also to that assistance, to help them personally and not just their pet. You know, it was like a One Health sort of thing. So, and then we took that one step further, and then we decided to tried to form, and this is why we're here today, the relationship with animal control, because, you know, it's one organism, and so we can't, you know, help one without supporting the other. And so Chief Cannon's been awesome in facilitating a lot of that, and most all of it. And so, which brings us here today. You have a new Gary Animal Control Supervisor, Officer Marzilla Randolph, there in the back. We work really well together. Everything is super cohesive. There hasn't been an outbreak in animal control in close to 22 months now in terms of disease. We bring in consistent vaccines for proper intake for the animals. There are now adoptions being performed out of animal control. And a major thing was to continue to improve the narrative of animal control, because it's not always been so hot in the community. And we really want to provide the trust. You know, we need the community to trust the leaders, and it's really in a good spot. And there's a lot of people being served, and there's a lot of awareness on a national level, even being brought to Gary, and the work that's being done. And I really think that this program is blazing a trail, honestly, for other organizations. And we can provide assistance for other communities to kind of operate and run like this, because it's awesome. It's going so well, and yeah, it's just great. So I'm super happy. I'm super proud of everything. I'm inspired, and yeah, so it's going pretty well.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
If people want to make a donation or anything, or volunteer, how do they get in touch with you? So
we don't collect any money for animal control, nothing like for the city, but if they ever want to volunteer or get in contact, they can just, my phone number is like a payphone for Northwest Indiana, so you can text me or call me or email. Super simple. If they have any, you know, we can always, if it's animal control related or city related, I can always, you know, guide things to Mari.
And you have a website too?
Yeah.
Because people are watching at home, so.
Oh, silverstray.org, yeah. Yeah, silverstray.org. So,
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. So there's everything that you need to know on the website, for sure.
Okay.
And there's a Facebook page, and we're on Nextdoor and all the platforms to try to reach as many people as we can. So yeah, just look up Silver Stray, and then you should be able to get to where you need to go. So,
all right.
yeah.
Thank you, Kelly.
Yeah, thank you.
Do you want to add anything, Chief?
Thank you, Derek Cannon, Chief of Police. Everything she said, I just want to multiply. Silver Stray has been a great partner. Kelly and her team has been instrumental in the successes that we've had going forward. And like she said, I believe that the partnership is going to be an example to the region about how we can co-op and get together with a nonprofit and be able to just multiply what we need to do as far as the quality of life for the citizens. And so I think this is something that's long overdue. I want to thank the mayor as well for allowing me to have a vision, and also the team at Animal Control to be able to support this. And I believe that going forward, we have nothing but good things ahead.
All right, great. Thank you both.
And it's our hopes soon we will be able to upgrade our facilities under this administration, so they have the full circle to be able to do so. At this time, I'll entertain a motion to approve the MOU between the City of Gary Animal Control and Silver Strays.
So moved.
Second.
Moved and properly second. Any additional discussion? Seeing none, roll call vote.
Member Allen?
Yes.
Secretary Morgan?
Yes.
Vice President Dumas?
Yes.
Mr. Vice President, the vote is 3 yes, 0 no.
With a vote of 3 yes, 0 no, the MOU for Silver Strays and the City of Gary has been approved. All right, the next correspondence, you want to do the law department? Yeah. Okay.
So next, Mr. Vice President, we have correspondence from the Law Department. First up, we have a professional services contract with Davis Day Security. It's to provide security service for the city at our warming centers and other such locations as assigned by the City Health Department on an as-needed basis. The term of the contract is from now through December 31st, 2025, and the compensation under this contract is for an amount not to exceed $85,410, which shall be paid at the rate of $18 per hour. The contract shall submit detailed invoices for services performed to receive payment. And then the other provisions we have, like timely invoicing and the time people can expect to have their invoices processed in this contract. So with that, I move that we approve the contract for Davis Day Security to provide security service for the city's warming centers.
Second.
So moving to properly second to approve the contract for Davis Day Security. Any discussion? Seeing none, roll call vote.
Member Allen?
Yes.
Secretary Morgan?
Yes.
Vice President Dumas?
Yes.
Mr. Vice President, the vote is 3 yes, 0 no.
With a vote of 3 yes and 0 no, the security contract for Davis Day Securities for the Warming and Cooler Center / shelter has been approved.
All right. Next, Mr. Vice President, we have a security contract with Security Incorporated, which is located in Michigan City. This is also for security services, but specifically is a transport agreement between Security Incorporated and the city to provide on-request shipments to the depository location listed below, and the cost of each shipment to locations is $35 per shipment. So I believe this is for our finance department, so they can get their deposits securely transported to our banks. The term of the contract is from now till December 31st, 2025, and the amount not to exceed is $14,000 per calendar year, and as I said, it's $35 per shipment. So with that, I move that we approve the agreement between the City of Gary and Security Incorporated, located at P.O. Box 274, Michigan City, Indiana.
Second.
Moved in properly second, the approval of the contract for Security Incorporated. Additional discussion. Just to add that this is a standard practice in order to transport funds, prevent any one citizen or any employee for transferring those funds in an unsecured manner. This company, again, only charges $35 to transport from here to the bank we bank with and drop those funds off. So, no other questions, discussion? Roll call vote.
Member Allen?
Yes.
Secretary Morgan?
Yes.
Vice President Dumas?
Yes.
Mr. Vice President, the vote is 3 yes, 0 no's.
With a vote of 3 yes and 0 no, the contract for Security Incorporated not to exceed $14,000 for 2025 calendar year has been approved.
Next, Mr. Vice President, we have a security contract with Mark International LLC, which is located in Gary, Indiana, to perform security services at the Gary Health Department on Wednesdays and Saturdays as set forth in Exhibit 3. These services will begin immediately and expire on June 30th, 2025. The amount not to exceed is $2,240 for the term of the contract, and their contract is to work 112 hours at $20 per hour, and that's the breakdown of that is 52 hours on Wednesdays from now through June 30th, and 60 hours on Saturdays now through June 30th. So with that, I move that we approve the contract with Mark International LLC for an amount not to exceed $2,240, expiring on June 30th, 2025.
Second.
Moving and properly second to approve the contract for Mark International. Any additional discussion? Seeing none, roll call vote.
Member Allen?
Yes.
Secretary Morgan?
Yes.
Vice President Dumas?
Yes.
Mr. Vice President, the vote is 3 yes, 0 no's.
With a vote of 3 yes and 0 no, the contract for Mark International has been approved.
Okay. Next, Mr. Vice President, we have a contract between the city and Shakara Gunn, who's gonna help with the city's implementation of our mental health community crisis services network and opioid program. This contract would begin immediately, and then the contract would expire on February 28th, 2025. The amount not to exceed is $5,384 based on a rate of $33.65 per hour, and the contractor shall submit detailed invoices for services performed. This is a very important service that we have been working hard to get off the ground. It's going to be a big help to our city in general, but our police department in particular. And so with that, I move that we approve the contract with Shakira Gunn for an amount not to exceed $5,384 at the rate of $33.65 per hour.
Second.
Moved and properly second to approve the contract for Shakira Gunn. Any additional discussion? Seeing none, roll call vote.
Member Allen?
Yes.
Secretary Morgan?
Yes.
Vice President Dumas?
Yes.
Mr. Vice President, the vote is 3 yes, 0 no's.
With a vote of 3 yes and 0 no, the contract for Shakira Gunn has been approved.
Okay. Next, Mr. Vice President, we have a contract for professional service with Dainty Dow's Events LLC. It's to provide event planning services for 7 specific events and other events as needed by the city. The amount not to exceed is $50,000 based on an hourly rate of $40 per hour for the 7 listed events. 15 other events throughout the term of this contract at the rate of $1,000 per event, which is based on 40 hours for each event at $25 per hour for those services. This contract begins now and runs through December 31st, 2025. And with that, I move that we approve this contract with with Dainty Dow's Events LLC for $50,000.
Second.
Moved and properly second to approve the contract for Dainty Dolls. Any additional discussion? Seeing none, roll call vote.
Member Allen?
Yes.
Secretary Morgan?
Yes.
Vice President Dumas?
Yes.
Vice President, the vote is 3 yes, 0 no's.
With a vote of 3 yes and 0 no's, the contract for Dainty Dolls has been approved. All right, the next correspondence we have is by way of the Community Development Department.
We have a bid opening from the Community Development Department, and this is for vegetation clearing services. The first bid that was received that I'll read out loud is from Sean Murphy, Williams Tree Company. We have a lump sum bid amount of $250,000. And again, that was from Sean Murphy, Williams Tree Company. Next, we have Camille Cruz from Cruz. We have a grand total amount of $1,184,255. That's 1184255, and that is from Cruz LLC, located at 933 East 6th Street in Hobart, Indiana.
I'm sorry, Mr. Allen, can you explain, this is quoted for the removal of what area?
This is for vegetation clearing. There's an item here for labor operator costs, heavy machinery, fuel, large trees, stunt removal.
I'm gonna say what location, just the location.
Oh, I'm not
I just
sure.
wanna clarify. For the,
I'm not sure where it states it at. Pardon me? The Frable.
okay, thank you.
And these are all for the Frable? Okay. And, sorry, just going back to the first one, just in case an address is. Business address for Williams Street Company LLC, which is the first one that I opened up. They are located at 310 South Border Street. City is Paragon, in the state of Indiana. And just for the record, their lump sum bid price was $250,000. Okay. Next we have from Mason Mitch, Underground Excavating Solutions. They are located at 6948 West 1700 Street, Wanata, Indiana. Their total not to exceed amount is $925,710. That is 925,710. And again, that was from Underground Excavating Solutions Incorporated. Next, we have from MTJ Enterprises Limited. Okay, it looks like we have a total project cost of $242,633. Project cost is $242,633. That's 242,633. And that is from MTJ Enterprises Limited. Next we have from Lakewood Smith LLC. They are located at 8540 Lakewood Street, Gary, Indiana. With a total estimated cost of $35,000. 35000. And again, that was Lakewood Smith LLC. Okay, and then last we have from looks like Lawn Doctors, located at 234 West 46th Avenue, Gary, Indiana. Looks like they submitted a PowerPoint presentation.
Project analysis.
Maybe there's a slide in here that shows the cost. Okay. Okay, so we have the 1600, 1700, and 1800 blocks of Washington, which is approximately 40 acres. That's $570,000. The total land area without Washington Street, which is approximately 32 acres, they have a price of $500,000. So that's all that's included in their presentation. Who was that again? That was Lawn Doctors. And that concludes the bids that were received for the vegetation clearing project. So I guess at this time we'll just provide community development copies of the bids, and then maybe at the next meeting we'll have a recommendation. Okay.
Yeah, and I just want to clarify. I'm looking at Appendix A on the public bid, and based on some of those responses, I think some of them were bidding because one of them says 30 acres for every 3 to 5 days, taking 3 to 5 months to clear the entire area. So I believe that was for Emerson as well. So,
Emerson is not included because GSD has not given me a list of the lots that they will not be able to do, so we didn't include them. It's just verbal only.
so I just think some of the bidders may have needed clarification. So there may be an opportunity to make sure.
It was a whole map given with that.
So
you looking at something different?
no, I'm looking at the Appendix A. That's on your website, on our website.
Yeah, that's something different. That's
Okay.
a different RFP.
Yeah. So hopefully, I just want to make sure they know it's apples to apples, in all fairness of the bidding process.
So yeah, it'll be reviewed, all of them.
Then you'll come back to the next meeting with your recommendation. Okay.
All right. We have one more bid opening, and this is for the Public Works Department. This is for security services. We have 2 locations, the Gary Health Department as well as the Adam Benjamin Metro Center. Looks like this is from Mark International, LLC. And we have a total sum of $123,552. That's 123 $552.00. Just to make sure there's no additional costs or fees submitted. Nope. And it looks like we have a rate of $22 per guard hour. Total proposed is 5,616 hours for 2 uniform armed security guards. And you know what? I'm sorry. We have. Oh, okay. So it's broken down. 1 uniform armed security guard. Total amount per location, $39,424. And then we have the Gary Health Department located at 1145 West 5th Avenue. And then we have the Gary Adam Benjamin Metro Center located at 100 West 4th Avenue. That location is estimated to be $84,128 for 3,824 hours. Again, at a rate of $22. So same thing with the department prior. This will be given to the Public Works Department for review, and then hopefully at the next meeting we'll have a recommendation for approval. And that concludes bid openings.
Awesome, thank you so much. That concludes our correspondence. At this time, we'll move forward for unfinished business. I believe we have 1 item on the floor.
Yes, we have 2 items. We have 2 contracts for the same scope, same service. Community Development is adopting the unit prices that were bidded out and approved for concrete and asphalt work for both Reith and Riley and Milestone Contractors, which are the same rates. They're identical. First, we'll have Milestone Contractors contract for asphalt and concrete related work for a not to exceed amount of $500,000. And this is to do concrete and asphalt work specifically within 2 neighborhoods, Etna and the Emerson area. And so this will be identical to Reith and Riley services as well, which they both have identical unit prices. So at this time, I would like to make a motion that we approve Milestone Contractors Agreement not to exceed $500,000.
So moved.
It's been moved and properly second. The contracts for Milestone and Reith Riley for $500,000 each for concrete and asphalt work within the neighborhoods is provided by Community Development Block Grant money. Any additional discussion? And again, this is all public right-of-way items. It's not necessarily any private drives or anything like that.
No, this is sidewalk replacement, ADA ramps being replaced at the intersections, and pavement removal and replacement, all within the roadway and public right-of-way. And so just for clarification, so this is a motion to approve both contracts, both identical contracts. Okay, gotcha.
Thank you for the clarification. Additional discussion and or questions? Seeing none, roll call vote.
Member Allen?
Yes.
Secretary Morgan?
Yes.
Vice President Dumas?
All right, we'll move forward. At this time, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Moved and properly second. The motion to adjourn. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Meeting adjourned.
Thanks, everybody.
Did you know the City of Gary has a 311 app? You can report any non-emergency request right from your smartphone. Need help dealing with unfair landlords? Use the app.
Girl, I just don't understand. I'm paying rent, and my landlord isn't fixing any of the issues in this apartment. What should I do?
You know you can report it on the Gary 311 app. Do you have it?
What's that?
Let me show you. Just go to your app store.
Or maybe you need to request the birth certificate.
Yeah, I can't find my birth certificate.
Oh, it probably just got misplaced during the move. Actually, we can request a new one through the Gary 311 app.
Okay. New technology. I'm in.
Let me show you.
And guess what? You can even report illegal dumping.
Look at him. Just dumping his garbage on private property.
Well, caught him in 4K. You know we can report him on the Gary 311 app and to GPD's Taste and Tip?
That's good.
Never feel frustrated again about an issue. Use the Gary 311 app to report all your non-emergency needs. It's a free application that allows users to report community issues, pinpoint the location with GPS, attach photos, and more. All right from your smartphone. Download the Gary 311 app today. Available on iOS and Android.